There's no better place to watch football with friends than Buffalo Wild Wings. They've got all the games on wall-to-wall TVs and a new $5 game day menu with 38-ounce pitchers of Bud Light, Coors Light, and Miller Lite, cheeseburgers and brats, and select cocktails. And every Sunday, you can play an exclusive fantasy football game with DraftKings with prizes like free wings for a year. Get to Buffalo Wild Wings for our $5 game day deals. When football is on, you have to be here. Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Price and participation vary, subject to restrictions, limited time only.
Blog Talk Radio. Unmarket Your Business, the podcast. Born out of the need to share strategies and techniques that really work to market your business. Think yellow page ads and cold calls are your only choices? That's so last century. You're about to learn tested, tried and true marketing techniques you can apply and master. Ones that feel authentic instead of salesy. Strategies that are true to who you are and how you want to present yourself to your ideal clients. Let's join our host, Carol Joyce Dunlop, in the studio now and allow business success to move forward. Hey, good afternoon, everyone. This is your hostess with the mostest, Carol J. Dunlop, your online wild strategist, and also Amazon #1 international best-selling author for my book, Unmarket Your Business. Have you gotten your book yet? Have you gotten a copy? If you haven't, I want you to go over right now, well, after the show is over, to csicorporation.com/book. Again, at csicorporation.com/book. Go get your book right now. So you don't want to wait, don't want to delay, because I got some hot stuff in there. I'm talking about the 10 strategies that savvy entrepreneurs just like you can use to stop struggling and to stand out right now, and so that you start profiting. So you do not want to miss that. And plus, I've got some actionable stuff you can use. I've got checklists and cheat sheets, and I've got information from people who are killing it online right now, who are telling you in a whole chapter of the book, quotes from them, because I reached out to them and I asked them, I was like, what is the next step? What's going to happen with the online world? And they told me. So it's awesome. So I want you to go there, csicorporation.com/book, get your book right now. And so today, guess what we're talking about? We are talking about boosting your authority with your own TV show. And this TV show, you don't even have to go and get an agent. You don't have to travel to Hollywood. You don't have to plunk down like millions of dollars or anything. As a matter of fact, if you have a connection to the internet, that's really all you need. You can start your TV show today. Get started, get going. And actually, it's one of the strategies I talk about in the book. I talk about it as podcasting, but I mean, just let's call it what it is, TV show. Because, years ago, the only place that we could watch a TV show was on our actual television. That idiot box that sits in the middle of your living room, or now up on your wall, or on top of your fireplace, or on your coffee table, or whatever. It used to be, a huge piece of furniture, and now you can put it just about anywhere. I mean, there are big ones and small ones, medium-sized ones, or whatever. And then as of the last, I want to say, probably 5 years is what I've seen the transition from regular, idiot box TV to now TVs. And not only smart TVs, but you can watch your TV on your iPad, your Android device, your phone, your iPhone, your Windows phone, even probably if BlackBerry's still out there somewhere, they probably have a way to watch TV there. And we can get TV from so many different sources. As a matter of fact, did you know that you can now watch live TV, actual TV shows, content that people are creating and putting out there on Periscope, which came up a couple of years ago. It was all the rage, and then Facebook said, wait a minute, what is Periscope doing? And Facebook started its own thing called Facebook Live, and then there was a big thing between them. Which one do you want to watch, Facebook Live or Periscope? And a lot of people opted for Facebook Live, but Periscope is still hanging in there. It is still there, and content creators are still there. People are still flocking to it and getting their information. And then there's Instagram Live. Did you know you could go live on Instagram? There's a button on the top left when you log into your Instagram account. When you see your face, it just push it, and then it gives you a chance to do live video, a live story, a live whatever. You can create an Instagram story there with video and stuff. You can go live with it. It's totally amazing. What about YouTube Live? Now, we all know that YouTube is famous for those cat videos and other crazy things, watching people do stunts and stuff. But about a year and a half ago, they went to it could be a little bit longer, but they went to their creators, their top creators who are getting millions of views, and said, hey, we're going to do something that we're going to call YouTube Red. It's going to be a subscription service, and you'll be able to create your best content there. Now, a lot of the content creators didn't like that because they were kind of like, if I don't go, will I lose my audience? But the good thing for you is there's another place where people can create content on YouTube Red, and now there's YouTube Live where you can actually, just like you do on Facebook, just like you do on Instagram and Periscope, you can actually get on there and talk to your people, your audience, live and in charge right there. And I do that actually every Monday. I'm really trying to do it at 9 a.m. I have not been able to quite get that 9 a.m. thing, so usually it's about 11 o'clock when I come on. And actually all of June I kind of took a break, had to kind of rest for a minute because I had a lot of stuff going on. And when you own your own business, you do your own thing, you have the right to do that. So I took a break. I'll be coming back on there next Monday and starting back up all the things that I've been doing because I am utilizing the heck out of all of these platforms because I actually do my Monday motivation on Monday mornings. Like I said, it's going to be 9. Pray for me that I can get there at 9, that I can do the thing at 9 o'clock like I want to because I really want to get it done up and fresh in the day and get it over with. So I'm energizing myself. And that actually broadcasts to not only YouTube Live, but also Periscope and the gaming platform Twitch, because Twitch is the one that kind of set it up. So I broadcast there too. And now I've got it hooked up where you can actually see it on Ustream Live also. So don't forget about Ustream. I used Ustream years and years ago, and they've changed a little bit, but you can still broadcast live on their platform. So, with one broadcast, I'm hitting like 4 different audiences. And it's okay. I've said, don't treat all the platforms the same. But sometimes you can do things where you're broadcasting across platforms. You still will want to log in live and, talk to people and chat with them and all that. But, if you don't do it all the time, all the platforms are not the same. But you can really get a good reach with your audience. And it's been helping me. I've been getting out there in front of people. People are, being introduced to me, they're being reintroduced to me, and they're seeing, the things that I talk about, bring about, all that. So I'm very, very happy. So now it's kind of your turn, and that's why I wanted to come on with the show and let you know of all the possibilities that are out there, all these different things that you can do, so you don't have to say, oh, my gosh, I wish I had an agent that could get me on a show. Twice this week, my guilty pleasure is Wendy Williams and watching her Hot Topic section because she is just hilarious as anything. So twice in the last 2 weeks, I think, she's had people on her show who have gone from just being a writer on a show to being the actual star of the show. So you go in and you write, and they see you and are like, oh, I want you as a star. So don't discount anything. And some of these other people who are coming up on these TV shows started out having web series. And where did they broadcast their web series from? Most likely it was YouTube, but now all these other things are in there. You just can't count out anything. Oh, and biggest of all, I did not mention, did you know that Instagram now has a TV channel, IGTV? Think of the possibilities you can do now. The difference between, because they're coming after YouTube, the difference between YouTube and Instagram, of course, is that Instagram videos are going to be vertical. But I've seen so many people just adapt to that right off. They took their horizontal video and they did a fill-in on the top and on the bottom and put some marketing messages, marketing information, and boom, they had a vertical video. If you remember, if you're familiar with Periscope, people used to use Periscope, and then on the left and the right side, because it was vertical video in a horizontal world, and you had those two black bars. Well, they would fill their black bars in with marketing messaging like follow me on Twitter, follow me on Periscope, and maybe some freebie. So you can do the same thing now. It's just a horizontal video fitting into a vertical world. So just think, these big companies, these big, huge organizations and platforms are making it easy, so easy peasy for you to create content. As I was watching, one of my favorite people that I follow, Ashley Ann, King Ashley Ann. She's on Instagram, she's on Periscope, she's on Facebook. I love her down-to-earthness. I am going to get that woman on this show. I'm telling you, I'm saying it right now on the podcast. If you know Ashley Ann, tell her that I'm coming for her because I want her on my podcast because she's totally awesome. She's a lover of the Lord, and she always says that, and she gives all credit to God for getting her past the things that she had with her, something with her back, and she's had all these surgeries, and she's a young lady too, and I just love her. I think she's just really awesome. I love watching her Periscopes because she's so hilarious. But she's got her own station that she's broadcasting on. People are doing it big. Now I can see her on IGTV. I can see her on Instagram, watch her stories. I can be on Periscope. She said that there are a lot of people who are on all these platforms, but less than 1% of the people that are on there are actually creating content. Less than 1%. If that's 100, 1%, what is that? 1 person out of 100 is creating content. So are you going to be that person that's creating content? Because if you're creating content, guess what? You're getting people to come to you. You're getting people to look at you. You're the only voice out there. Everybody else is following everybody else and listening and watching their podcasts and their content that they're creating. Why not you? Why not them watching you? So another thing, Facebook launched Facebook Watch. They kind of laid it out, kept it really, really secret for a while, and they started putting content out there. And then, boom, they did this big deal with Jada Pinkett Smith and her Red Table Talk show, and everybody just went crazy. And then the Sister Circle show, everybody went crazy. Those are all TV shows that are on Facebook Watch. Then they came out with the Watch Party, where you can actually play the doggone thing inside your Facebook group and get your people engaged and commenting on it. So she kind of does that. She plays her show, and then later that week, inside her group, she has a watch party for the show, and where people can comment, and she can comment back to them, and it's just amazing. I mean, this is TV shows in a new age. This is interactive TV, like we never thought about it. Do you guys remember web TV? Years ago, my husband and we were always early adapters of things. We got web TV, and it was amazing. You could search the web on your television, and you could have your TV right there, and you could be chatting and stuff. And then they started evolving, where with the smart TVs, you can let your people know what you're watching, you can know what shows up, and all this stuff. If you wanted to, you didn't have to. But now this is the next level of engagement. Not only can you see someone on Facebook Live or YouTube Live or Instagram or Periscope, and they're live right there in front of you, you can actually chat with them. You can actually talk to them. You can send them a message. You can send them a message live, and they can respond back to you. Isn't that amazing? It used to be so like you couldn't touch them. They were, celebrities and stuff. You couldn't get near them. Now, no, we're breaking down those barriers. People are connecting right and left, and which is a good thing. And with all of the stuff that's going on in our lives and in our countries and across barriers and stuff, we need some good stuff. We need to be able to reach out to people and really, chat with them and just know that, they're having issues just like we are. It's just the only difference is they probably have more money and more followers, but that doesn't mean they're any happier, they have a better life or whatever. They may just have a better life because they have money, and money doesn't always mean that you have a better life. So let me just kind of throw that out there. So I've got 3 ways that you can leverage what you're doing right now or what you've done before and get in on this TV show thing and get your TV show started. And I'm going to go over that with you in just a moment when we're going to take a quick break to talk about our sponsors. Okay, first of all, today's podcast was sponsored by the Closing Academy. Now that you have marketed your business, it is now time to close the sale. The Closing Academy teaches entrepreneurs how to ask for the sale. We believe that sales is a teachable skill. Download your free guide, Top 10 Selling Secrets for People That Hate to Sell, at theclosingacademy.com. That is the Closing Academy, ACADEMY.com. So if you've been marketing, you know you got to sell. If you don't sell, you don't have any business. So go to theclosingacademy.com and get your freebie, Top 10 Selling Secrets for People That Hate to Sell. It's really good. And then I want to let you know that I will be in the Poconos in September. I will actually be in Philadelphia in two different places September, that same weekend, the last weekend of September. So I want you to meet me in the Poconos for the Lift Conference 2018, which is happening that last weekend of September. It's going to be awesome, and the dates are September 28th, 29th, and 30th. This is the premier conference for faith-based women in business and ministry, providing the tools and strategies to take their businesses to the next level. What can you expect? Praise and worship to begin each day, confirming our foundation in God. Speakers who are dominating in their field of expertise, ready to pour into you. 2 days of power-packed information you can implement in your business and ministry right away. Plus, we have a platinum VIP day like no other. So find out more about that. Get your ticket right now. Go to liftcon2018.com. That's Lift, L-I-F-T, con, C-O-N, 2018.com. You will not regret it. It's going to be totally awesome. I'm going to be there. I'm going to meet you. And we're going to have a fun time because you're going to learn a lot. I mean, a lot. They got such goodies already planned out. You just won't believe it. So I want you to get there. All right, so now let's go into these 3 ways that you can utilize what you're doing right now to get your TV show started. First of all, before we jump into this, I want you to decide where you're going to do this show. Now, if you're thinking, I can do something on all of them, and I'm on just about all of them, but it takes, and let me warn you, it takes a lot of time, energy, effort. So you're better off starting with one, perfecting that, and then seeing if you want to go to somewhere else. It's just like I tell people when they come to my social media 101 workshop or the one building your personal brand using social media. I just tell them pick 3 social media platforms and rock it out, kill it on those 3. Doesn't matter which 3, if it's Facebook, Twitter, and LinkedIn, or if it's Twitter, Pinterest, and Instagram. It doesn't matter. Just pick 3 and do that. So for this TV show thing, I want you to pick one. So I gave you a lot of choices. There's Instagram TV, there's YouTube, there's YouTube Live, there's Periscope, Facebook Live. Let's see what else we got. I think that's it for right now. I did say, you can do Instagram stories and stuff, but since I got the TV, why not use a TV show, right? So pick one of those, learn all about it, how it works, what you want to do, and then when you get your content going, you can also always repurpose it to the other channel. So pick one and let's go. So right now I'm going to talk about Instagram Live, how you can take your videos, the videos that you have now, and start your own Instagram channel. But first of all, you have to remember that if you're going to do Instagram TV, your videos are going to be vertical, which means they're going to be skinny and tall. That's what vertical is, in case you didn't know. And if you've got videos that you've done for YouTube or Facebook Live or something like that, then you can definitely use those. But just remember that since you're creating a horizontal video and turning it into a vertical, you're going to have to do one of 2 things to it. You're going to have to either go in and re-edit it. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. You're going to have to either go in and edit the thing, or you're going to have to probably edit it either way. You're going to have to stuff on the top and the bottom, or you're going to have those black bars. Like it's going to be a bar space, black, then your video, then another bar space, because it's going to make the video fit inside of the vertical thing. So you might as well just go in and edit it. You can do something. If you have a movie maker, or if you have something on, what's for iPad, iMovie or something, you can go in there and, put some marketing messaging on the top. But, put your website, follow me on IG, on Instagram or something like that. Let's see, you should definitely stake your claim on there before anybody gets your channel name. So you could do that. Now, if you have Facebook Live videos, which I have learned, oh my God, it is so crazy trying to get your Facebook Live videos off of Facebook Live. Oh my God, it is just totally crazy. But I am always searching, and I found something I want to tell you about. And this is a Chrome extension. It's called Social Video Downloader. So you can use Social Video Downloader, install it on it's an extension for Chrome, install it on Chrome, and then when you log into your Facebook, it'll let you download like any videos. It'll show like a little download link. Isn't that awesome? So you can download any ones you want, and that way you have the video, then you can take it and edit it and recreate it, reproduce it so that you can put it on your channel. So there are no ads that they're doing on Instagram TV. Well, as of when I created this information, there were no ads. That was about a week or so ago that I figured out I wanted you to do the show. There may be now. There may be a time for you to push stuff. So go ahead and be an early adapter. Get on there and just do it. So number 2, you can take your stories that you're doing on Instagram, save them to the device that you're doing them on. If you're doing your iPad or Android, you're doing your phone or your tablet or whatever, make sure you save your stories so that they download to your device. Then take those videos and stories and reproduce them into a video for IGTV or for YouTube TV. Just remember, if you're going from IGTV or Instagram Store or whatever, it's a vertical format, so you're going to have to go to a horizontal format. Don't let that stop you, because now if you're going from vertical to horizontal, and if you just upload that to YouTube, you're going to have like those black bars on the side instead on the top. So again, take that into your reproductive software, something like the iMovie or the Movie Maker or Premiere Pro. What's that other one? QuickTime Video. And then you can add stuff on the sides. Follow me on YouTube, or this is my freebie, get it now. However you want to do it. Just remember, you got to add that. Okay, so then we talked about your periscopes. Maybe you're a Periscope person, and you want to take your periscopes that you've created and download them and put them on either Instagram TV, YouTube TV. You can use them in Facebook Live. Just remember that you are utilizing those. You're switching those platforms. So you got to have your black bar messaging ready. So if you're going from vertical to horizontal or horizontal to vertical, you can create a template for each one so that you can put it in there. So we talked about repurposing your Facebook Lives, repurposing your Instagram stories, repurposing your Periscope. Now, I said that these platforms are all like different countries, right? And they have different languages that they speak. But you can take stuff that you've already done and really don't even have to create anything new and create a new story for it. Maybe, for instance, and I always tell people to do this because I learned this from Wendy Y. Bailey years and years and years ago, tape everything that you do. If you go to speak somewhere, or if you lead a webinar or a teleseminar, or you're live and someone's hearing you talk, tape that sucker. Take your video camera or get someone else to do it for you. Maybe they can do a live themselves, and just make sure you record it. I say tape, but make sure you record it. Record whatever you're doing. Now you have a lot of content that you could actually break down in the tidbits of ideas. Let's say you're doing a presentation at a local Lions Club, Kiwanis, your local networking organization, and you're doing even a short talk, 7 minutes, right? Or 10 minutes. Sometimes they do them depending on if you're in like a networking group or leads group or something. Maybe you're doing like a 10-minute thing. Just go ahead and record it. And in that talk, make sure you have your talk specific. You have your points laid out. Let's say in 7 minutes you could probably make 3 different points. So you record the whole thing. It's only 7 minutes. And then you go back, and when you're editing it, you edit out each of those points. Point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, and then you add an intro and an outro. An intro and an outro is kind of like what you heard at the beginning of this show when you hear me come on and I say, let's join Carol J. Dunlop in the studio now, blah, blah, blah. And then at the end, I have an outro where it says, thank you for listening. So that plays every time. Intro and outro. So you have an intro, and you can record it yourself. There are places that you can go online, and I'm not going to go into them all now, but if you want to know what they are, you can definitely connect with me on my site at csicorporation.com. Go to the contact page and say, Carol, what are some sites? So because if I give them to you now, they're just going to confuse you. So anyway, let's go on and make a intro of your own. And all you need to do is say, hi, my name is, I work with these types of people, and I'm so glad you're joining me. Do something like that. That's a short little, 10-second intro. And at the end, record another one that says, hi, thank you for watching. Please join me again next week. This has been awesome. And go to www.mycompany.com to get more information. That's your outro. So that's the intro and the outro you put on every one of those videos. You put that on the 3 tips. So you got your intro, then you got your information, and then you got your outro. So now you've got 3 videos that you can put up on either whatever you're doing live on. Doing your TV show on. You can put it on Facebook. You can put it on Instagram. You can put it on YouTube, Instagram TV, whatever. Periscope, it doesn't matter. Well, Periscope's you got to do the live stuff, but whatever your TV channel is, and that's another good thing I wanted to say. Since you've got these TV channels, then you can take live stuff that you've already done, repurpose it, and put it on the recorded thing. Because not everybody is able to catch you live. Not everybody, and there's some people that I just don't want to catch live. Like, say, for instance, King Ashley, I love her, but sometimes I don't want to catch her live because some of the things I just want to skip and I want to go past, because she does rant about some things sometimes, and if someone says something kind of crazy to her, she'll go off on a tangent, and I may or may not want to listen to that. So I just, we're all busy, so I just want to skip through to the good stuff, and then if she says something that I missed, I can always go back and listen to it again. So I can make sure I get all the points. So, but the thing with her is she doesn't leave her recordings up. So if you don't catch her live, you have to catch her like at least by the next day, or that recording is down. And guess what she does with it? She repurposes it into a group that she charges for. How about that? I love that. I love that so much. So don't just leave your stuff out there hanging for everybody to get. Leave it up for a little time, and you could do that too. You could actually create stuff for your TV show. And then you play it, and then you may let it stay up a couple of days or even a week, and then you take it down, and then you put it into you put it behind a membership wall in a membership site, and you say, hey, that was great. I'm glad you liked it. If you want to see it again and again, join my membership site. It's got all these blah, blah, blah in there, because that is certainly what I'm doing with Unmarketing Academy. Once I launch that, I've been working on that all year, and it hasn't gotten to the point where I want to release it yet, but I'm going to be doing a lot of live and recorded informational things that I'm going to leave up for a while, take down, and put in the academy. I'll run it the first time live and then just record it and put it in there. So those are some things that you could do. You can just it's all about how you can repurpose what you've done and not have to create any new things. And 3 ways you can do it. You can take the things you've already done on like Instagram, the stories, the other TVs, other platforms, and you can repurpose it and put it in one of your TV shows. You can actually take your live stuff and repurpose, and so that you can put up the content that you've already done. You can keep your content for a while, take it down, and then put it into a membership site and make people pay for it. So I hope that I've helped you to actually move forward with your TV show. Get out there, be the authority in your niche and in your industry. So if you have questions, please connect with me at csicorporation.com. Go to the contact page and send me some questions, and I will be glad to answer them and help you get on your way. And you should also think about signing up for an online WOW assessment. You can get that by going to csicorporation.com/online WOW. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining in. I really appreciate it, and I hope that, and let me know how this is going for you. Let me know how things are happening for you and your TV show, and send me a link because I want to know. Thanks so much, and I will see you again next week. And remember, today's podcast was sponsored by the Closing Academy. Now that you have marketed your business, it is now time to close the sale. The Closing Academy teaches entrepreneurs how to ask for the sale. We believe that sales is a teachable skill. Download your free guide, Top 10 Selling Secrets for People That Hate to Sell, at theclosingacademy.com. Thanks for listening. We truly appreciate it. For information about guests, products, or services that were mentioned in this episode, log on to our website at www.csicorporation.com/unmarketing. To learn more, get a glimpse of our upcoming schedule, and join the unmarketing nation of entrepreneurs who are using marketing techniques that work right now. Until next time, keep moving forward.
Benefit from no ATM fees nationwide with a Columbia Bank Advantage Plus checking account. Use any ATM anywhere nationwide for total convenience. Make any ATM your ATM. For Advantage Plus checking, receive credit up to 10 surcharges or $30 per statement cycle, whichever is less at domestic ATMs not owned by us at charge of transaction surcharge. Maximum rebate of $360 for 12 statement cycles. All offers are subject to be withdrawn at any time. Member FDIC, count on Columbia.